What's your name?
Gayle,
And what is your role at Change Choices?
I'm a change coach.
And recently you had a client released last week. I just want to know a little bit about how you prepared with her during this past year for her to have a successful reentry.
Okay. Most of our clients come back to Charlotte or the North Carolina area. In this situation, Shirley was returning to California where her family lives. So it was a little bit different there. But we worked really hard to connect her with resources that were transferable. So one of the first things we did was begin to identify what does she need in terms of identification, birth certificate, driver's license, social security card, those things that enable you to get a job and to begin making the applications for all the things that you need. So during her incarceration, we connected her with vote writers. A woman here in Charlotte is the national liaison and a friend of Change Choices, and we made that connection. So vote writers is going to walk alongside her to make sure that she gets all of the identification resources that she needs. We helped Shirley with a resume. Again, we used a Change Choices volunteer who took Shirley's work experiences before and during incarceration, because during incarceration she did a lot of meaningful work. We looked at all of her educational opportunities, and again, prior to incarceration and during her incarceration, she had many opportunities for growing personally and educationally. So this volunteer took all of her information and pulled a resume together. At the time of Shirley's release, it was still kind of in draft form, but they've been connected post-incarceration, and they'll continue to work on her resume so that it's just right for her as she goes out and positions herself for employment. We were able to pair Shirley with a mentor that would help her with personal financial planning. Shirley was so aware that one of her favorite things to do is to go shopping, and she knew she needed to gain some skills around that. So we've made the introduction, and again, this relationship will continue to go with her as she gets established again at home. We connected her with a peer mentor. This is a peer who has been incarcerated, but she's out now and has some time having success and just really being aware of where the obstacles are in reentry. And they've got this ongoing relationship that was during her incarceration and now post-incarceration. One of the other areas that we work really hard to build a community around is a faith-based community. Shirley had been involved with a church in California when she was a teenager and wanted to reconnect there. So I was able to find a woman in that church. She's actually young adult ministries minister, and she is going to be connected directly with Shirley to help her with that initial connection to the church. They'll find a mentor for her, someone that will provide transportation and help Shirley get back and forth to church. That church also has a partnership with a reentry ministry, and I was able to connect with them. That ministry is called Testimony Ministries, and they're going to build community around her, help her find the other on-the-ground resources that she may need in this time of her reentry. They also have an internship program that they have the opportunity to connect Shirley with. But our goal was to just build the resources around her so that she has as much opportunity for a successful and thriving reentry as we can provide